Okay. Queen of Pentacles, the Star, and the Sun. Have you had a fantastic month in February? What happened through that eclipse? I want to know. Please let me know in the comments below. You have two major arcana cards here with the Star and the Sun. Very cosmic, Aries. And the Queen of Pentacles. I'll also pull some clarifying cards as we get going. Show you these cards up close and personal. Queen of Pentacles. This could signify a female figure in your life that's an earth sign. And the Star, I feel like that's you. Congrats. And the Sun. So coming into your element, Aries. I'm going to just jump right in and pull some clarifiers. So Justice in reverse, Ten of Swords, and Knight of Wands. Okay, let me take a look at these for a quick second. Okay, I feel like Aries, this Queen of Pentacles, I don't feel like it's you. And I remember from your last month's reading that there was an offer on the table that seemed to be too late for you to want to take it. And I'm wondering if you did. And this person feeling a little, what the word comes to mind is miffed. I'm not sure if that's okay to say or not. Hey, it's the 21st century. I'm going with it. I feel like you've had to deal with a female figure in your life that hasn't been too happy with you. I remember now. This woman in your life wasn't happy with you that you weren't going to take the opportunity that was offered to you, like a dollar short. What's the saying? Dollar short, dime late. And you're in the beginning of March or late February having to deal with the fallout of this situation, and however that is applying to you, whether it be a job or an organization that you're a part of or in a relationship, the circumstances are going to vary, because I feel like there was an ending, a finale that once you got through it, I feel like the February energies maybe weren't particularly easy for you, Aries. Feeling like you had to make a decision that you didn't want to have to make. And once you got through processing it mentally and emotionally, and even physically, but I feel like this is more of a mental energy for you, you were guided to make this decision, and it felt like it was going against what seemed logical, if that makes sense. Because you were guided from a higher source to move on from a situation that has been a long time coming. And once you did that through February, coming out of February, I feel a huge release and a relief, Aries, that you were experience, and more of a freedom and a childlike playfulness, and wanting to go out on your own and create something away from either this job, organization, career path. And I feel like it's lighting you up coming out of February. I'm wondering how that is applying to your real life situations, Aries. Tell me below. Let's move into the bulk of March. The Empress, 4 major arcana, the High Priestess, and the Hermit. I feel like, I just want to see if this is focusing for you. I feel like in March, Aries, you're going to feel very full and pregnant with ideas. Because once you've let since you've let this situation go, it's cleared out space and energy and time and perhaps even resources for you to be able to begin new endeavors. And I'll pull clarifying cards on these. And I feel like more and more, Aries, you're coming to rely on your intuition with the two major, these are all major arcana cards. With the High Priestess and the Hermit, you're really starting to allow yourself to be guided through life instead of with your mind, with your ego, what you think you should be doing from past conditioning or societal pressures. And I feel like this process that you've been through, excuse me, in February and even leading up to February and into March has made you grow in some major ways. Okay, the Knight of Swords on the Empress. Strength, another major arcana card. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to take a drink of water. Okay. I feel like these ideas, you might be getting a little bit stuck on, again, what you think you should be doing, and there's still a process a little bit of letting go of these societal pressures and outside influences and outside forces to be determining the direction for you and what feels best for you. And there's still a little bit of a sticky areas in your life area, Aries, that you're bumping up against and fully needing to reside in this Empress energy. She is extremely comfortable in her own skin and without a doubt knows where she's been and is trusting where she's going. This guy is, I want to say, a fool. No, I'm not calling you a fool, Aries. But this energy, he takes action without thinking, and especially in reverse. I feel like these messages are calling to you and saying to you to pause and take your time before you jump into new projects so that you can learn from your past mistakes, especially with the Hermit here looking at the Three of Pentacles in reverse. There could be some more deliberation that needs to happen, or plan making, or reviewing your plans that are ongoing. I don't feel like that you thought that you were finally there or had final plans to move forward on. I feel like this is a continuous process of going within and examining what feels best and then bringing it out into the world. And it changes day by day with the more information that you receive from not only the outer worlds, but your inner guidance too. And I feel like your inner guidance, those quiet whisperings, Aries, are really the place where the most effective direction comes from. Because when you rely on the force of will or your egoic strength, it doesn't work out. And you're really in this process of discovering that in real life situations and learning to go with the flow more and more and trusting your intuition and maybe messages even from dreams as you process and your brain gets into a different wave state as you're sleeping, Aries. Maybe leave a journal by your bedside and write upon arising before you do anything. Just free write, even if it doesn't make sense, because a lot of times dreams don't. Myself being a very heavy dreamer, I've utilized this practice in so many different ways, and it can be really illuminating to see what the mind, when it relaxes, when you step out of trying to figure things out, what messages want to come through as guidance for you, Aries. And I feel like that's going to be very useful and helpful for you in the month of March. We are having, I think it's 2 full moons right at the beginning and right at the end of March. And also Mercury's going retrograde this month. So this very well could be pointing to the revamping of plans. And the sun is going to be entering Aries. So you are going to feel not a push, but a desire to move forward on these new endeavors in your life, Aries. And they're not quite there yet, but you will get there. And the more that you get quiet, especially with these 3 major arcana cards and the strength, and move your body to the point of exhaustion. I want you to utilize this energy so that it doesn't come out sideways in your relationships and different circumstances in your life, Aries. So be particularly focused on how you're directing your physical energy in March. And I feel like that's going to balance you out in a way that feels good, and you can approach your relationships from that balanced place instead of rushing into them or coming at them with a zeal and a zest and almost like a steamroller. I feel like the Knight of Swords is a steamroller energy, but what the Empress is saying is to really slow down and take it easy. Balance your energies and then approach difficult situations. But don't jump headfirst into these conversations or contracts or projects in a frenzy. It's not going to turn out well if that's the approach that you're taking, Aries. So taking the time to get quiet and be still and listening to that higher guidance. And again, I feel like your dreams throughout the month of March are going to be very, very important in giving you messages. Especially around the middle of the month, Aries, with the crescent moon there. So around the new moon, really pay attention to your dreams. I feel like your angels and guides are going to be speaking to you in some profound ways through this month. So let's see, the 3 of Cups, the Page of Wands in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. Go ahead and pull clarifiers on these. The Death in reverse, the 9 of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so these are the energies moving out of March into April. I can't believe I'm even saying that month already. So I wonder where in your social life, Aries, have you not been willing to let go of some sort of bad habit? I'm going to say it, addiction, reliance on some sort of substance when you get frustrated or angry or feel like things aren't working out in your favor and you want to escape that experience or that energy. And with the Death card, which is a major arcana card in reverse on the 3 of Cups, I feel like this is pointing to, towards the end of the month, watching how you are handling situations and disappointments that are uncomfortable and making sure that you have healthy boundaries with people and including yourself. So moving through these energies towards the end of the month, Aries, and you could be feeling a little bit of frustration with these projects that aren't getting off the ground to the extent that you have it in your mind that you want to see them flourish and prosper. I'm just looking here because there's a few people in the mix. I wonder, the Page of Wands. These guys are looking at each other with the Nine of Wands in reverse. So I feel like this Page of Wands is you, and you're having to deal with a couple of people or an organization or a bank or somebody that you're trying to get funding from, or like angel investors, that you're having to go to them for support and funding, support in any way that you need support. And you're starting to crack the ice with these people towards the end of the month, Aries. And because you've revamped your plans here, they're willing to listen to you more and consider your plans maybe in the middle of the month where they didn't want to, because you're again getting some brilliant ideas, and it may be going against this King of Cups energy, which is an older male water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And I feel like you want to bat him over the head with this Ace of Wands. Like, no, that's not the aim that I'm after. And this could be a business partner that you're coming up against throughout the month of March. And maybe towards the end of the month, you've just had it with the contrariness of this person in your life. And this could be applying to any area of your life, Aries, since it is a general reading again. So I'm going to pull an Archangel Michael card for you from the Doreen Virtue deck for an additional message for the month of this one. Ha! Good. A favorable outcome. I'll read you the prayer. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. Trust and have faith. Yeah, that message was coming through for the middle of the month for you, Aries. I'm going to read from the book. Oh, I love it. A situation that you're concerned about has already resolved itself with fairness and justice, and you and others involved will be pleased with the outcome. Heaven's ingenuity has devised a plan that's beyond the scope of human imagination. You may not see the solution at this moment, but trust that it's already in place. You're guided to give your worries or anger to Archangel Michael, for there's no need to burden yourself. The more that you can let go and allow God to be in charge, the faster your favorable outcome will manifest. And it also says possible specific meanings. A legal matter will settle in your favor. Your new relationship will be long-term. Ooh la la. You'll get your desired job. The money will come through. A healing will occur. Great. So these messages I feel, again, are super important, Aries, for the middle of the month, to trust and have faith that there's a divine plan in place, and your timing and the way that you expect things to go, your plans, they're being revamped, and there's a grander purpose to this situation that you can't see right now, but Spirit is saying trust and have faith. And that's just it. Having trust and faith is just that. You can't see the final outcome, so you need to employ the faith that it is going to work out. And when you do, it does. And towards the end of the month, you get your aha moment that's just simply brilliant, and something at the 11th hour just formulates and works out again in your favor.